As she's walking, sort of like pauses for just a split second before it keeps walking.
And he'll return to the table, his gaze sort of lingering on her for a moment, before he fully turns around.
So, with these last, few minutes, is there anything any of you want to get accomplished as you see? Oh God, I guess there's only really two NPCs here, and they're kind of just talking to each other right now.
Yeah, we're just vibing.
Yeah. Oh God, we're gonna have to talk to each other. Ugh.
I know.
I think Jericho will spend his time. The token's already changed, but now that we have some downtime, Jericho will make, fashion an eye patch. Out of a scrap of cloth, which he will wear over his left eye.
Perfect. As you are doing that, you do see Victor sort of walk up towards you and just squat down on the balls of his feet like a catcher. And then throw his hands between his legs, just sort of dangling him on the ground. You didn't tell him before he left, did you?
Tell who?
Do you not think it was important to let Dora know his friend passed?
I wanted to leave it up to Clint. Figured he'd do it. Then I think his sort of sewing, as he's sewing this scrap into a perfect circle, it stops abruptly before he kind of looks fully at Victor.
Who is still staring at you.
He did tell him, right?
It didn't look like he knew when he left.
I think he'll whip his head around to look where Clint's going.
I'm going to the captain's quarters.
Is he already gone by this point?
I don't know. Leave it up.
I mean, you're fast. You're fast and it's dark. How hard do you want to catch up with him?
Yeah, in that case, as you're like sort of passing that threshold, all at once, Jericho will appear. Sort of.
Stop right there, criminal scum!
Stop right there, criminal scum!
I'm already halfway there.
Serve your sentence.
Halfway there.
You see him drop a sewing needle and a fucking bit of tattered cloth as he puts his hand on your shoulder. Did you tell Doran?
Underneath his visor, Corn will just close his eyes and shake his head very slowly. I can bring myself to. Maybe he's still alive, right?
His hands fall away from you. And he nods slowly and says, I'm sorry. Sorry I put that responsibility on you.
It's not your fault. I wanted to, but
it's hard.
I couldn't bring myself to, and with him leaving, I was afraid. Doran is probably the brightest mind of this era. But even he's human. If he takes a hit like that, does have anyone looking out for him? I don't know. I don't want to know what that brilliant mind will think of to do.
He's gonna find out eventually.
I know. I know. Maybe I'll be the one to tell him then.
Shakes his head. He's gonna find out quicker than that.
How do you reckon?
He's going back to the Cruising hold, right?
Correct.
He went back with 7?
Mm-hmm.
I'll send a message to Sev. Have him relay it to Doran or to someone who can relate to Doran. He needs to find out. I don't think it should be through a message.
That's fair. Tell, if you can, loop in Commander Donner. I know he might seem like a spook on the roof, but he cares under there. At least I think so.
He and I shared some tea after you died.
He gave me bread every time I lost our game of hide and seek every night.
I'll send him a message then. I think that's the better idea.
I don't trust my judgment at this point, so
I
if
do.
you think it's good, then do it.
I don't understand your judgment, but I trust it a lot more than anyone else's. Said it, cast. Motions with his thumb over his shoulder. Go see the cat. Trying to eavesdrop.
I'm not eavesdropping. A little bit buzzed, and I'm good. So we just take control of this whole damn operation. Find out where this bone collector sleeps at night.
You're gonna go talk to the captain in front of, what's his name, Draxos?
I think.
Well buzzed.
Blood Knight.
Right. You're gonna go talk in front of Captain Corvallis and the Blood Knight. The first Blood Knight well buzzed.
My judgment's telling me that's a good idea.
Ah, shit. Alright. Worst case scenario, they put you on janitor duty and Lucian has some company.
No worst case scenario, I get cleansed again.
Well, I'll dangle with you if that's the case. Go on, kid. I'll go ahead and send you a message in a bit.
As you make your way in, you hear sounds of talking as they sit in 2 chairs outside the tent talking. They seem to be reminiscing on, time spent together before.
This is gonna be really, really hard, given that it's Captain Solstice. I'd have to be doing this again. Do they sound happy or cheerful in this reminiscence?
Roll an insight.
I'm putting it at disadvantage because it's the fucking captain. It's okay, I guess.
Okay. They sound like they would be happy and cheerful, but in the movie No Country for Old Men.
I see.
So, like, just Cormac McCarthy levels of happy and joyful.
That's all. Begin his approach. And he'll stay over here. because I'm pretty sure they'll spot him well before he gets close.
As you enter, you hear them cease their conversation, and the captain stands up. But in obvious that he is not one for the courtesies associated with the organization. Stands up and stares at you as you approach.
Captain Solstice, sir. Blood Knight. I can come back if you guys want to catch up.
Did you have something important to say that precluded you from saluting?
He'll salute shamefully. My apologies, sir.
He returns it before leaning over his bench. "'Tis a matter of decorum, Joker.
Not that.
If we lose the things like decorum, morality, structure, and law, we become little different from those pathetic, groveling dark ones."
And that we're agreed, sir. And I think one other thing that sets us apart from those dark ones is being proactive. Not resting on our laurels, letting our arrogance cause us to rest easy.
Proactive is good. Rash is the death of many fools.
And the Council of Many has its wisdoms. That's why I wanted to run it by you, sir. We talked about it in the chapel up north. Oh.
The Blood Knight slowly get up and make his way over.
We talked about in the chapel up north, sir. About a bone collector problem. I believe at the time, you more or less said that it was a task for later. Now it's later.
What information do you bring me?
Theories, and I imagine some answers are lying in the dungeons. To be honest, sir, I'm going to need expertise in magic, teleportation magic, which I believe you have. I don't know the intricacies of that school, that style, long distance teleportation. But if there's a way we can track it back.
You just hear the gruff voice of the Blood Knight speak up. Long lines create large fish. Try not to plumb too deep into the depths. Do you have a plan, or is it ramblings?
It's a request to get that information. I'm well aware the dungeon is still being handled, and the Mephisto are a major concern in the region. I want to put another task on the list.
He looks at you. Is this something you would say in sobriety as well?
It would be. Although I'd probably be more charming about it.
And to be clear, I'm not talking about your intoxication. I'm talking about your mental preoccupation.
We failed up north, sir. I'm not talking about the Earthak. I'm getting tired of being on the back foot. I'm tired of getting ambushed. I'm tired of walking into kill zones. I'm tired of playing against a rigged deck. We need to do something. And I want to be out of here as soon as possible to do that. But I'm not going back on the Watch's orders out here.
Then what are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting an investigation. We haven't done any deep dives yet. But there's something out there. There has to be something out there that's fueling this bone collector. It didn't just show up out of nowhere because this is prime hunting ground. It's out here for a reason, and it took its time to make its way out here for a reason. Finding out where it came from might be where it's sleeping at night. And from there, we can set up.
He looks at you for a long moment. Do you know what I am going to say next?
You're going to admonish my lack of decorum.
He just looks over to Daxos. I'm going to tell you to bring me something substantiated. That way I can determine if it's worth pouring resources into.
This would be the foray into that, sir. The scouting effort.
Where will you scout?
I'd start at the dungeons.
What do you hope to find?
Signs of teleportation. Or the capabilities of such. Or find out what happens to the people that get allured down there. If the dungeon team already has that information, saves us the trouble.
How many people would you be requiring?
6. 7.
7 people, leaving only one from your squad, with another already detached. We would be putting all of our people in one place, wouldn't we?
We would, sir. The only other task at hand, aside from the dungeons, is the Mephisto, which I believe will be properly handled with the people we have on site. And he looks at Daxos. Our supplementals.
He looks down at his notes, writes something down. I shall consider.
If I can speak bluntly, sir.
Go on.
Sir, this bone collector has been out here for how long now? And how much intel do we have on it in that amount of time? We're on the back foot. If we want to be taking charge of the situation, we can't expect those answers to land in our lap.
If you were to take the fight to the creature, what would that look like? An ambush?
Ambush, traps, knowing how it ticks. Knowing
Trap, you say? What kind? Mechanical, chemical, arcane?
chemical and arcane. It's made of bone. I believe we have another person coming on new as well. She's an expert in osteomancy. I'm sure she has something to bring to the table.
You see him just look over at the captain real quick before turning back to you. And what if you could starve the creature out? Make it desperate and weak.
I don't think I can starve.
He just looks at you and does a slight chuckle. Anything that hungers starves.
It doesn't consume and assimilate for any nutritional value, as far as we've seen. So if it is hungry for something, it's hungry for something we haven't seen yet.
He just sort of chuckles. Oh, to be young again.
I'd be happy to be taught a lesson, sir. As long as it's a lesson worth remembering.
As I said, we will consider it.
Aye, sir. That's all I have to bring up. Thank you for your times. And I'll do a salute.
He salutes back but holds it. Your compatriots should be returning soon. Contact Lieutenant Lucky. Learn what he has learned. Then see if your plan suffices.
Will do, sir.
Then he lets it go.
Going to hold it for a bit longer, and then let it go.
Damn, power move.
Correct. And he'll turn on his heel and begin marching out.
As you march out, you hear the slight chuckle from Daxos. Were we that green once?
Quint will smirk as he leaves, hearing that.
As you make your way out, over the next day or two, Lucky's crew will be back. It's already late, but there is something I want y'all to consider between the week.
Hmm?
Homework.
Aw.
Lay
Just
it on
one
us.
thing.
Homework?
Before finding out about Vicious being gone,
Mhm.
Grim, upon returning, gathers y'all up.
Uh-oh.
Hmm?
Uh-oh.
Nani the fuck?
Oh,
I
no.
cleaned the bar. I want to make that clear.
There's evidence of taking multitudes of beer and shit.
I help him by casting prestidigitation. Yay.
We did it.
So he rounds us up.
He makes sure he gets some distance, goes out into the rocky maze outside. I need your help.
Oh shit.
You have it. What do you need help with?
When
Abadel.
you're clearing out the dungeon, I heard something. Something unmistakable.
Hey.
Something unbearable?
Shut up.
Timing
you
is the
hear?
key to jokes.
I heard a loud war cry, echoing through the floor beneath us.
Savages war cry.
She's in there. I think we can get her out.
I want to believe that, Grim, but how do you know it's not the maze point tricks on you? I know it's unmistakable, but those sorts of powers can get in your head. Trust me.
I don't know, but I want to know.
Can't fault you for that. Well, you already got me and Scarecrow's buying. What about the rest of you guys?
Let's do it.
I also make use of time.
Yeah, I'm in.
So, as we end there, I want y'all to think about if that's something y'all want to do.
Delve the
So-
dungeon.
Side
Dungeon.
quest, Grim loyalty mission.
I mean, I was agreeing before that, but now that you said that, we gotta do it.
Yeah, fucking.
We worked together to make fish fillets. Of course I'm gonna help the
We
boy.
did. I didn't finish Mass Effect 2 like a chump, alright? I did all the loyalty missions.
Hell yeah. Jerk
Loosens a
over here
little
with the
fucking brooch in this man's hat.
A long
yeah.
necked horse with no face which its hair ends in faces.
Oh, I'll give you the exact description of it.
Oh, lovely.
Wait, so what's happening? What are you reading?
That was what Zoe said attacked him in the ZLZ.
What killed Vicious, presumably.
Hmm.
Became horse show.
Did you see just a
Horse
fucked
feet.
up giraffe?
You better not be posting no shit from Berserk.
No.
Good.
No. You
I've
stabbed
told
me with that.
It's from
Brontosaurus.
Junji Ito, actually.
Oh yeah, it's Brontosaurus. Oh,
Well,
imagine
they
a
were-
Brontosaurus-like creature.
They have like
Tail
squirrels?
made of moss and long horse mane-like hair that descended from its back on both sides that all ended in gray orb-like faces, bleeding sap from their eyes.
Yeah.
And instead of a head, the creature had an inverted hole with a spiral pattern that almost looked like a staring
Staring
into star.
into
like-
starlight. No, it's a starring.
Oh,
He
so
was
it's
right.
a fiend.
It does say star.
Inverted spiraling face. That's the weirdest part of all that to me. That's horrible. Happy Halloween!
Okay.
10 out of 10. Would fight.
What are the consequences if the character says no?
Creature with a tail like
Your
a
character doesn't play the
squirrel's.
thing for weeks.
Wait,
Alright, cool.
Well, yeah, that's
tail
I
like
guess
a
that's the-
squirrel's. Is this
You know
a
how
dire
a squirrel
squirrel?
tail looks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
It's a dire
Like
squirrel.
that, except made of moss.
Oh,
that's cool.
What's a
That's great.
brontosaurus look like again?
It's a long neck one.
Long
And,
neck.
it stands about 18 feet high at the shoulders, but its
18?
neck is about double the length of its body and tail put together.
Only 36 feet.
What are those dinosaurs that wore Crocs?
A brontosaur? It's a Littlefoot.
No!
No, imagine the zombie in Primal. The zombie dino in
Oh
Primal.
shit, dude, you're right.
There you go, done.
Who the fuck played Primal?
The
Oh, wait, no,
show.
oh, Primal the show. Sorry, I'm thinking of that one Left 4 Dead monster hunting game.
I played that, I'll have you know.
Yeah,
Left 4 Dead?
what's that called?
Game?
Spitter?
No. What's that called?
Oh, Evolve?
Evolved. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's asymmetric boss. I see where your thought process is.
That was the funnest shit ever.
Too
It
bad
was
it
always
collapsed.
fun. It was so fun playing the monster because you would try to run away from your initial spawn location because then the hunters chase you. Or you do big brain thing, you crouch so that you don't leave tracks, and then you go 5 feet away from your spawn zone, and then the hunters go chase some imaginary trail, and you just watch them.
Yeah, because they only check for the first 5 feet, and they're like, well, I guess we're just
Yeah.
keep missing
Wait,
the
wait,
tracks
this
every
way.
time they redo it.
Yeah.
I never looked at that game. I know it's isometric. I thought it was like Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, it's pretty good. So yeah, what happens if someone doesn't agree? Is this some? I imagine this isn't something happening in between sessions, like a one shot in between sessions, given your schedule. Though.
Yeah, that's not happening.
that ain't in the cards.
Yeah, someone asked me if I could hold a one shot, and I told them the chances of that are negative 15% plus or minus 15%.
Oh shit!
So at
shit,
best
you got
it's
hit
zero.
at the
At
100.
worst, negative 30.
You got hit the 102% African American with a 2% margin of error. That's what Uncle Ruckus gets in Boondocks.
That's amazing. That's a fantastic
Forgot about that.
Oh, Uncle Ruckus. Go
Still
educate
not
yourself
like
if
that
you haven't
song,
seen
though.
it.
Well, I'm already bought into this dungeon delving to find Grimm's buff girlfriend thing.
They could just be friends.
I know it's what I would want if I were in his shoes.
Yeah, we know you're horny for buff women. We get it.
Sorry, we're having
If Grim
fun.
doesn't say what it
Is anyone right now against it? Would they rather be doing something else?
Lucian would raise his hand. Possibly. I don't know.
Anyone we can't just pick up by the scruff of the neck and take along with us?
God damn it.
Put him in a wheelbarrow.
He's terrified. What do you think?
Well, when is he not terrified?
Well, here's a question for Grim. How are we all going to help him without getting affected by the dungeon?
Mm-hmm.
Because they had a special, like, send two in to drag one person out setup, right? So, how's that going to play into this?
That was for the first floor. He's talking about going to the second.
Right.
Do we have a direct path to the second?
He doesn't know. He's not the plans guy.
I see. Okay.
I think maybe.
We still have to deal
Hearing-
with the first floor anyways.
Yeah, I think maybe
God.
hearing what the whole team has to debrief on, like maybe going through debriefing first, and hearing what they learned and accomplished.
But the first floor is queer of, like, targets, right?
Yes.
Okay, I hate that. I hate that I get to use this ability. I hate this.
What is
I
it?
have counter charm as a bard. One of the most worthless skills in the game because it's shit action economy. But this is the one fucking time it might be helpful.
It's gonna be goddamn.
God.
It's gonna be it's gonna carry us. I
He's
think.
gonna be walking
I
through the
sort of
dungeon.
hope it doesn't. I want more reasons to hate this feature.
Yeah.
It
There
sucks
can't be
so
a
much.
positive.
It
We-
sucks
we
so
all-
much.
We all somehow fail rolling with advantage.
A better way to fucking use that fucking ability. There has to be.
I will, but I just don't like it.
What are some features on the same tier as counter charm? What else is as useless?
What else is as
Sunlight
useless?
sensitivity. Alternatively, we do have protection from good and evil, but that only affects one person at a time, and cause spells.
Mhm.
So,
And requires concentration.
yeah, it requires concentration.
That must admit, that is not great.
What if we just forward like tinfoil hats?
All right.
We can put the artificers on it.
See, I can't come. I have to make the fucking hats.
Oh no! I get.
You should see it.
Oh.
That's true.
he can't come with us.
Jesus.
Yes, they're so
no.
Bradford, who's gonna be fucking working on the gem? Me? No, I'm going along the mission. If-
I mean, like, it's not something that needs to be, like,
Rocket can handle
solved
it.
in a day. No, Rocket doesn't get...
Rocket stopped existing. The accident was 7 years ago. You need to let go. Grim, you need to let go of Savage.
You need to
It's been a
wake
year.
up. You need to wake up.
Wake up. That's Quinn for this fucking casterless nightmare. Can't believe you
Don't
just
worry,
dropped
let's
that
all
on
die
us
in
like
the
that.
universe.
Yeah.
Casper,
I can't believe you fucking just dropped that on us. I am hurt as Crash.
for what it's worth, I don't think Casper's really dead. I mean, what?
You
What
killed
oh,
Casper
really
on
have him
screen.
die
You
off
fuck.
screen?
I mean,
Like,
you
come
Quinn
on.
was
just
holding
not
out-
respond to a thing. So,
Quinn was holding out hope for Dieter up until we saw him just now.
Maybe we'll see cool zombie caster.
I don't want to see cool zombie caster. I want
I
to
don't
see
wanna see
living
that
bro
shit.
caster.
You've already seen Cool Zombie Caster. He killed Logan.
Stop that!
That wasn't a zombie though. That was
That was
like
Goose Jerks.
Guys, I don't know how to tell you this. I made all that up. Caster, I never got a message from Caster.
I would. Yeah.
That was a
That
little
would
joke
actually.
from Eric, though.
That would actually be an epic prank.
You got jealous that Seraph and Two's team. Well, I guess yeah, Seraph's team lost one of their guys, and we didn't lose any of our guys.
What the fuck? You want to even it out?
What? Oh,
I want to go through that trauma too.
I want trauma too. what is fucking TikTok world that George
Fucking
lives in?
trauma envy.
Can I be victimized too, please?
No, my
I want
inferiority
sympathies.
complex demands it to victimize me.
Oh, my elf sensitivity. Oh, I want to.
You want to be hurt. That's it.
Crawling in my
My
skin.
skin.
These wounds.
Did you finish it? Okay. Damn. RG. Good game. Let me know what y'all decide, or if not,
Yep.
I gotta get to bed. I gotta
What can I do?
proctored in the morning at 8.
Nice, dude.
Ugh.
Nice.
Have
Okay.
fun.
Good night. Good game.
Good
If
night.
you have anything,
Good night.
as always, text me.
Of course.
Yay.
Thanks for running it.
Maybe this
There you
fucking
go.
week I'll remember to message him about the T2 damage. He literally. What time was it? He hit me up at 4:11 p.m. We start the game at 5 p.m. my time. I told him last week, hey, so we never figured out the damage for Quinn's T2. He added that message, like he responded to that message, and that is a trend that seems to continue.
No, you know what? You used your tier 2. It's your tier 2, right? Yeah, you used your
tier
tier 2,
2.
and then immediately
even
I
use
was like, oh fuck, I gotta
I was like, oh,
I gotta
fuck,
nerf this
yeah,
thing
yeah,
for
yeah.
a
We
quick
got distract. We got distract. Deflect.
You didn't
Oh,
even
you all have advantage.
Disadvantage. Disadvantage.
Oh my god. Maybe this week we'll get around to it. But also there's a part of me that's like, but what if we did it for another week? Just get the pit going. That it does an unknown amount of damage.
That's actually kind of baller. You're
I
really just like charging it up this whole time.
Whenever I shoot it, I just tell bro, do 100. That's how much damage it does. It might do nothing, or it'll kill it in one shot. We'll find
That's-
out.
That's the
Oh,
most
that's
crackhead thing I've ever heard, but like it would fit in
It'd be
this
kind
game.
of sick.
It'd be so fucking crackhead. It'd be like,
It-
oh,
Right,
no.
something.